Yes, people, welcome back to the Man United agenda. It's Friday night, 10 o'clock. You know what that means? It's a Friday night takeaway. Yes, evening, folks. It's Friday night takeaway, and yes, it's me. I'm hosting this one, Mr. B, the late Mr. B. I don't mean the late Mr. B, as in he's no longer with us.
We're gonna have to call him Mr. Z now because he's on the Z right now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, crikey. Yeah. People don't start going out buying flowers, but Mr. B is still with us. He's just late. So it may be Mr. Z. But I think he's been on a family function and he's just running a little bit late. So he will be joining us at about, I don't know, 1:15, something like that. But tonight, joining me tonight, we've got Matt from Football United TV. We all know, we've seen Matt plenty of times. Got a new guest on the takeaway this evening. First time on the Virgin. It is Petty. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, my mate. Are you okay?
Yeah, man. All good, brother. All good.
Buzzing
Just
to
looking
be
forward
here,
to this
buzzing
game. Yeah.
Hey, wait for the season to be over, and then we can all start being happy, can't we?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, mate. It has been a
I've gone
trying
bald.
season. And that's without using Manscaped, isn't it?
And I was bald, and I've grown hair. This is how crazy this season's been.
Maybe you're growing Petty's hair. What's going on here? There's some kind of like, you know what I mean?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, Matt's taking your hair, Petty. So if you go bald, you know it's Matt.
To find him.
Okay, right. Listen, folks, you know how it rolls around here on the Friday night takeaway. We always like to bring you something a little bit different. And today we're going to stick with the theme. And that theme is, as last week, we went with spot the old bally poos. And we're going to stick with that. So we've got spot the ball. So I'm going to show you now quickly before we get cracking with the knacking. There it is. So all you got to do is tell me where the ball is. Is it which number is the ball? Petty.
Petty's
got all serious.
He's I hate these when you see him online, and I'm like, I always get them wrong. I'll be honest.
Okay, so what I will tell you though, folks, is don't forget. You know how it rolls. You've got one guess. So once you put your guess in, right, you can't take a second guess. So have a good look at that, and then Mr. Vincent Bullock, Mr. B will be with us shortly, bro. Don't you worry. He's just running a little bit bit late, but he will be with us. So yeah, don't forget you've got one choice. Put your choice in, and then you've got to stick with that choice. So Paddy's gone straight in and just committed at number 2. Paddy, man. Whoa, okay, that's it. You're stuck with 2, bro. Now there you go. Right, okay.
No going back now.
Right, so I'll just remove that for a second. I will come back to that shortly. But tonight we've been spoiled. We've got Ajmal, who's upped his game on a Man United agenda on the memberships. Excellent. Big up to Ajmal Cosman. We've got a new member in Dutch Christ, also known as Big God Bob. I can say it fast, but on Monday can't. I think I can say it faster than Petty and Matt.
Big God Bob.
Big God Bob. There you go.
I can't even fast, mate.
There you go then. Yeah,
blah,
blah, blah, blah. Right. And also Matthew Bassett, also big up to those guys for coming in and helping support the Man United agenda. Because what it does is, yeah, it does support the channel. It helps us grow. It helps us get better. But it also helps us give back. You know, we do want to give back to people who do come in and support the channel by doing, you know, giveaways, you know, whether it be replica shirts, proper shirts, cups, you know, badges, anything. You know, it could be anything when we come around to doing it. Because what we don't want to be doing, as we know, as Man United fans, is giving our money to the Glazers. So whatever we do source, it will not be from the Glazers. That's for sure. Because we do need them to sell, hopefully, to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who, in my opinion, what I'll just quickly say, and I'll just ask for a yay or nay. Jim Ratcliffe, right, he put that bid in for Chelsea. You don't do that unless you've been seriously thinking about buying a club for a long time and you're committed to buying a football club. You don't go in with 4.25 billion as a you know, off the cuff Scott sort of punt. So do you agree with that, lads? Yeah,
100%. And didn't he also say anything's for sale? What's he alluding at there?
Well, yeah, there you go. I mean, he's making a comment there. He's saying, look, everything's for sale.
Yeah.
If he's now then maybe looking, because he's a Man United fan, apparently. So I'm told. I've read. Now, if he's now is dead set that he wants to buy a football club, what better club to buy than Manchester United? One of the biggest, if not the biggest, footballing brands on the planet. So if he can convince the Glazers to sell for whatever price it may be, I mean, Chelsea was going for this 425, or he put the bid in for 425. I know we're not supposed to talk about this tonight, but I thought I'd quickly touch on it. But for me, if he can go to the Glazers with the right number, and I do believe he would be doing it for the right reasons, buying the club for the right reasons. He ain't out to make money. Sorry, go on, Matt.
Well, yeah, just going on the reasons. What are the reasons? And I'm hearing this with the Chelsea ownership now, and this guy as well, and he wants to sort of take it the same direction as what Arsenal and Man United are. So I just wonder what he's looking at doing if he would buy the club, and what's the purpose of it for him. Like, what's he getting out of it? Because obviously, like you say, you throw that so much money into a club, you've got to be doing it for a certain reason. And I just wonder with the climate these days in football. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, for me, my point of view is it's like, as we've spoke about, Matt, me and you have spoke about this before. I don't know if Petty has covered this on his TikTok or whatever, but the ESL, we always said when it went away, it's like, look, it's gone away, but it ain't disappeared. It is going to come back in some guys.
Still awake.
It's going to come back in some guys or another. Now, whether it comes back in a different form, English football as it stands is going to change at some point. Now, people like Sir Jim Ratcliffe, what's his name? Ted Burley, whatever his name is, who's buying Chelsea.
I think that's his name.
They know that. They know that football is a huge thing. It's massive. And with modern technology, the way it's going, right, with your socials, YouTube, and everything else. And let me just mention this, the metaverse, because I think the metaverse is also going to bring an angle to football that not a lot of people are going to be expecting, but it certainly is. And also in itself is a gold mine, an absolute gold mine for these business-minded folks. Now, what you said, Matt, makes sense. Is why is he doing it? For doing it for the right reasons, Jim Ratcliffe. And I believe he would be doing it for the right reasons, is to grow and expand Manchester United and make us, one of the biggest, greatest footballing clubs again, winning trophies, competing season in, season out.
Competing, at least you've just hit the nail on the head. I miss competing, even being in a title race. Like, I'm hungry for anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I mean, we are entering a new era now under Erik ten Hag and everything else, and it's quite exciting from my point of view. I said it before on the backstage before the stream went live. Was it's a bit, for me, it's a bit like Louis van Gaal on steroids. Because Louis van Gaal, let's have it right. I know the football wasn't great, but it was a lot better than we're seeing this season. So if you put that on steroids and turn it into attacking, the way we was controlling the ball and everything else, wow. Do you know what I mean? I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised next season. I really do.
And we've got better players now, haven't we? Under when we had Louis van Gaal, we still had like some of the old little cliques in there. Whereas now he's going to be coming in. He's got his Sanchos. He can hopefully get Rashford, Champions League Varane. Even though we've turned him into Europa League Varane, there's a group of players there where, even us as fans, even after this season, we can believe in them with the right manager. So let's just hope and pray. Like you say, them steroids work for us next season, and we're not officially guys, any other rival fans out there, before we get reported.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me just spot the ball up here. Okay, so we've got some more numbers here, guys. We've got Vincent Bullock scoring number 3. And don't forget, folks, once you put your guess in, you can't change your mind. Steve Fletcher is also going number 3. Big up Steve Fletcher. Matthew Bassett, with his number 3. Monday's not put his number in yet. Monday's taking it steady away. Just chilling, just waiting. Have a good look at that on Monday and then give us your number, bro. Let's have a look. Yeah. Stump is in the building also. Bath Time also in the building. Let's have a look. We've got more numbers. Bath Time is going for number 2. Bath Time. Great tactician. Great tactical mind, Bath Time. He amazes me when I sit and listen to Bath Time. It's like listening to a bedtime story. It just soothes me. It soothes my inner hunger for football. You know what I mean? And knowledge, and just it's great. Honestly, I'm saying that like I'm saying it, but I genuinely mean it.
I know what you mean.
I just love Bath Time. He's a great guy. Absolutely.
I agree with Bath Time then.
Okay, which one are you going for? That's better.
I'm going to keep with mine. I'm going to go with 3. I won't do Bath Time will be right, but I'm going to go with 3.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. And Monday's gone. Oh wait a minute, where have we gone? And Monday's gone with 1, and Vincent's with 3.
Vincent.
Bath Time, yeah, but listen, Bath Time, you know it, bro, you know it. Big up, respect to you. Stumpy's going 1. So he's spelled it out and put the number 1. Excellent, Stumpy. Just so we don't get it wrong. Big up to you, bro. Excellent. Avad's in the building all the way from Germany. How do you say it in German? Matt, Guten Abend. Is it? Guten Abend?
What for good night?
Good evening. I don't know. Good evening, guys. Avad, let me know how you say it's. Yeah. I don't know.
I speak English.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I'm still. I've been struggling with English.
Told me you wanted me to speak German tonight.
Yeah, but I thought you said you could speak German, bro. Don't do a granddad trotter on us. Yeah, don't do a granddad trotter on us. Do you remember that in Only Fools and Horses? And he says, "I can speak a bit of German, don't I?" And he goes, "Come on then." Yeah. Oh, absolute quality, man. I love it. Excellent. Yeah, it's Guten Abend. See, I told you. Look, it is. Yeah, Guten Abend. See, and you know what? You know that Abad. You know what that is? I've been watching Deutschland '86, bro, and Deutschland '89. No, Deutschland '83, Deutschland '86. I'm on now, and after that, we're going to watch Deutschland '89. So I can't wait for that. It looks absolutely sensational. Right, let me just set this away now. So, folks, there you've seen Spot the Ball. Let's just remove that away. Let's get into what we're here to discuss this evening. Now then, so the reports are that Darwin Nunez has given United the big elbow and said he's having none of it. So anyway, there he is, Darwin Nunez. In the Portuguese Premier League season 21-22, Darwin Nunez played 24 matches plus 4 as a sub. He had 42 shots on target from a total of 68 shots and scored 26 goals. Look at the XG on this, 15.81 XG. Darwin Nunez averaged 15 passes per match with a pass completion rate of 68% and had 4 assists. Now then, just in terms of, because look, it's okay players saying off the bat early on, yeah, no, I'm not interested and all that, blah, blah. But things can change, we know that. What do you make of this chap, and have you got anything on him?
Darwin Nunez, I mean, look, he scored, I think, in total 32 goals this season for Benfica. So that's marvellous. I think you're looking at Europe as well. He scored some remarkable goals against Liverpool. I think Liverpool fans will remember that. You know, he really did impress there. I think they've been looking at him as well. I know West Ham have been looking at him too. Of course, with the Champions League thing, it's going to be difficult to get it over the line. Newcastle were interested too, and they've been snubbed out as well because of the same reasons. So it's difficult, mate, because he really is one of those players that you think, right, go and grab him now. Do you know what I mean? This is something that Liverpool and Man City and co have been looking at, and we kind of want to be able to, you say race for the title. We want to race for these players again as well at the same time. And it will be difficult because we're, dropping down maybe into the conference, depending on what happens on Sunday. And this could make it more difficult to get players in, mate, especially like we're saying, we're pushing the reset button now. Are players going to be attracted at this moment in time, seeing the history of Man United in the last 10 years and how bad it's been for players that have, been pretty good, before they come here.
Well, apparently that's one of the reasons as to why he'd give us the elbow, because we're not in the Champions League. So what do you think, Petty? What do you think of Darwin?
I'm going to hold my hands up here. 2 months ago, when I started doing all the football content and things like that, I heard of the player, but I didn't really know too much about him. I'm not going to sit here and say I did. But since I have been doing videos and stuff, I've looked into him, and listen, he's a goal machine at the end of the day. He's a predator in the box, isn't he? You feed the ball to him, he'll shoot, and listen, 9 out of 10 it goes in the back of the net. For me, I would love him at Manchester United, but listen, I also want players to be at the club for the project, like Frankie De Jong. If he's umming and ahhing and whatnot, if he doesn't want to come, it'll hurt us at the end of the day. But listen, we should be looking elsewhere, in my opinion, if he just doesn't want to come to the club, because we need players now to be here for 5-6 years, and they need to grow together as a team, like Klopp done with Liverpool when he bought all his players like Mane and Salah. They wanted the project and they believed it. So if he doesn't believe in our project, I'd avoid it personally, because it would probably end up like a Di Maria signing yet again, won't it?
No, it's funny you should say that, because I was going to allude to the fact that, look, we got this guy, he's a right-footed forward. He can play up front on his own, or he can play as a 2, or he can play wide left in a front 3. And he's also, I believe, had some experience at attacking centre midfield. So, he's full of tricks, this guy. He really is. But getting back to what you were saying there, Petty, yeah, I mean, from my point of view, you've got to look at now how players are going to assess actually what's going on at Manchester United. They're not just, this isn't joining Manchester United as we are now. This is, Ten Hag's coming in to take over the club. There's some fantastic talent already at the club, which we know, who is not going anywhere, right?
100%.
And we know what he did with Ajax. We know the type of football he played. And you know what he did in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So I think, from my point of view, I think we are now a much more attractive prospect, because, players have got to start thinking about, look, am I going to lose out here if I say no to this season and I don't go join them, and the next season they're flying and we're great, everything's flying a bit like Liverpool or a City, whatever. Yeah. Am I going to miss out there? So they've got a bit of a quandary. Some players, I think, are going to have a bit of a quandary here. And it may come down to, as we know, when it comes to Man United, money. You know what I mean? It comes down to the old spondoolies, right? Then, but again, now we've lost Matt Judge, who just loved giving money away. You know what I mean? I even rang him up and said, mate, give me a contract, please. You know
sort me a loan out.
Yeah, but he's having none of it. He was having none of it. But you know what? The guys are really in charge of that side of things now. Obviously, there are some changes that are going to be taking place from that point of view. So I don't know if we're going to actually be able to start waving the cash about, because that's one of the problems we've had. We're not going to. We've just sort of got rid of a load of people for doing that exact thing, and I think the only time we will do it is if and it should be right, if Erik ten Hag himself gives it the nod and says, do everything you can to get that boy, because he is vital to this plan, to this project, to where we want to go. He can help us get there quicker, blah, 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 blah. So there's all those things to take into consideration as well when it comes to what's going to happen in terms of the transfer window. But what I'll ask you is, do you think there's a possibility that he could actually be, how should we say, playing for time here and just taking a little, just sort of distancing himself early on whilst he's still at Benfica and, like that? Do you know what I mean? Do you think there's a bit of that going on here, or do you think he's just not interested?
Well, I mean, it's World Cup year as well, isn't it? So this is quite important for players to get the games and get the competitions that they want to be in, so they get more game time and they get picked to be in it. So maybe he's got to think about, like you said, a lot of different aspects of it. I mean, everybody wants to play in Champions League. There's no doubt about that. And we haven't got that at the moment. So that's literally a red line through that. And I think he could be persuaded, though. I think with, like you said, the money side of things definitely could help. I don't think it's like the fact that he doesn't want to come to the club. It's just that as an individual right now, Benfica probably are able to get Champions League. Why would you leave Benfica to go to a team that might be in or is going to be in the Europa League or the Conference? Doesn't sound very tempting, does it? And like you said, this is not Man United like it used to be. It's not an attractive place. There are people that are warning people not to come to our club. You hear about that all the time. I mean, you'd never get that back in the day. We just seen Brighton literally pass the ball around us and they were getting cheers from the fans every time they did it. This is Man United. Like, we are not the same club. This is reset button. So we've got to try and pull players in, I think, with a little bit of cash and with the Ten Hag promise that he's going to build something successful, hopefully, in the next 3 to 5 years. Let's see. I hope so, man. Like, I'd love to see Nunez, but I just don't see it happening. I think we've got to be realistic at the moment, and it doesn't seem like it to me.
The transfer window is also, especially the summer, it's mental, isn't it? Because we don't know who's going to leave Liverpool. Is Salah going to leave? Anything could happen. It is a striker from one of the other big clubs going to leave, PSG, or he might just be sat there at the moment, or it's probably his agent saying, "Listen, don't say anything, distance yourself away. Don't be saying anything like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go there. Just sit back, see what happens, and then say, for instance, a couple of months, 2 or 3 weeks into the window, there's a better opportunity for him. He'll take it. If not, he might think, yeah, well, I'll go United, or I might just stay where I am and stay put." So I think it depends. It's going to be like a chain, isn't it? It depends what happens with the other players and where they're going, and we're just going to be left with the pickings at the end of the day, aren't we?
Well, do you know what? You're right, then. But what I will say is I've got total faith and confidence in Erik ten Hag to make the right decisions, to pick the right players and get them at it. The ones that he can get in through the door. I think he's going to get them at it, and we may well see, a couple of the youth team players coming in. But listen, here's the main man. The room went quiet. Mr. B is in the building, folks.
What's happening, gents? Sorry, man. Petty, my guy. What's been happening, man? I've been looking. I was late, man. I'm sorry. I had my league. I had my football league awards. So Talk said, "Come on, anyway." So Petty, we need to talk off screen, man. We need to talk off screen. I got so much to talk to you about, Matt. Thank you, man. And Talk, thanks for letting me on, guys. Thanks for letting me on, man. I'll join in your conversation halfway through. And why am I on this side? No. Let's get this right.
Man.
Let's get this right. Let's get this right. Let's get this right.
Let's do it. Okay, so Stumpy's guten Abend, mein Frauen. Ich bin sehr müde. Don't know what that means, but I sounded good, didn't I? You know what I mean?
Watch us get cancelled now.
I know, yeah. I hope we haven't just said something really bad. I've seen reports that Nunez has agreed a 4-year deal with Manchester United. I don't know how reliable the source is, though. Okay, where did you see that, Matthew Bassett? Let us know, bro, where you seeing it. Vaughan was asking, he wants to hear more about the metaverse. The metaverse, I will quickly give you a quick brief description, bath time, and anybody else. The metaverse.
I've joined this. I'm sorry, I've joined this show at the wrong time, you know.
No. It's cool, Mr. B. Just put your fingers in your ears, bro. The metaverse is a virtual world. It's a virtual reality world, and if you've got a virtual headset like I have, a VR headset, you can go into this virtual world, and it's going to be something else. It really is. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be so many things going on in there. It's like it's being built by Facebook. Google, who else is in there?
Pornhub,
Google.
I'm buying one.
Well, it is gone 10 o'clock, Mr. B, so I don't know, but I'm saying nothing. I don't know. I've got no experience of such things.
He meant PAWN hub, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where you going? Like, I get you. Like
sell items.
Like Porn Stars, like that program. Yeah. Baftan's saying he's massively overperformed his XG. Does he? Did he do that last season? Good question. Stumpy, he's doing the old SPAC and the old different language there. I've seen reports on Nunez. Yeah.
Sorry. Are we talking about Nunez's XG?
Yeah, Nunez's XG was.
He must have exceeded that, man. He was scoring goals for fun.
Bath time. He has had around 3 shots a match and that has 26 goals for 24 matches. I'm not convinced by these stats at all. What numbers did he do last season? Yeah, I mean, look, I was just going off the last sort of set of numbers from this season. I mean,
it's good stats, isn't it?
Well,
26 goals, 24 games.
Yeah, actually, this is one of the things to be added into this. A caveat is that he isn't that great at passing. It's one of the downsides. His strengths are actually key passes. Dribbling, finishing, holding onto the ball is weak. Offside awareness is weak. Defensive contribution is weak. Now, we're talking about passes. Key passes, it's saying very strong, but I have read also elsewhere that is maybe the interplay passing isn't that great. So that could be a bit of a problem. But his style of play also likes to cut inside, likes to dribble. It doesn't dive into tackles. So, just a few little tidbits there.
Can I ask a question then? So We had Romelu Lukaku at our club. This is for all of you guys here.
Mm.
And we moaned about his lack of passing ability and the fact that his first touch was terrible. Are we now saying that this is what Nunez is, a Lukaku Mark II?
No.
No,
I'm not.
The guy's
it's a good
got
question, though.
ability.
It's a good question.
He's not a Lukaku, no way, shape or form. This kid's going to be something amazing. I mean, if we don't get him, I'm scared about who is potentially going to get him, because it could be another Premier League club, and they're going to get stronger, aren't they? And then we're going to miss out on everybody.
Especially with Haaland and that Alvarez going to City as well. It's, do you know what I mean? We're lumbered with what Ronaldo at 37, 38, even though he's the goal, but he's not getting any younger, is he?
I mean, for me, that is like, you know, most of the trophy silverware wrapped up, in my opinion, for City. I just can't see. I mean, it's not just Haaland. Or somebody put something out about Haaland on Twitter saying, "Oh, you know, just because Haaland and blah blah blah, City ain't going to do X, Y, and Z." And I was like, "Yeah, hold on a minute. You're forgetting it. It's not just Haaland, bro. You got to think about what happens when you put top draw players next to other top draw players. Wow,
De Bruyne and Haaland.
Exactly. De Bruyne, Haaland, Phil Foden, right? Them three is dangerous. And with the way Pep plays, and do you know what? Listen, Pep's not just going to sit on his laurels here in terms of his playing style and how he's doing this and how he's doing that. Pep has got the ability, right, to actually just slightly change things up a little bit to actually fit Haaland into what he needs him to do. And as the season progresses, we're going to see Haaland doing the different roles, I'm sure. He's not just going to be one role. And I tell you what, he's going to be an absolute nightmare to play against. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it at all. But big up Bill Baggio in the chat. Big up Bill, one of our supporters. He's always there. And he's always first one in the comments after the show. So big up to you, Bill.
Brilliant.
Abad saying, mood stumpy. What does that mean, by the way, Abad? Let us know, bro. We haven't said anything. Sounds rude. It sounds rude to me.
He just cuts off.
We just got loads of comments here. Yes, big up Bill. Blah blah blah. Listen, we'll come back to the comments, but I want to ask you, Mr. Beard, and I didn't ask you yet. As you arrived late. What if you know much about Darwin Nunez, and you know, do you think that he could join us, even though he's given us the elbow early on? Do you think it's just sort of playing a bit against pitting the old game?
I said not qualified for Champions League was going to cost us players. And I think it's going to cost us players. I mean, the thing is, if we're qualified for Champions League, we probably wouldn't have got Ten Hag in. So, you know, I hope we don't lose out on Nunez, but there is a big possibility. Right now, we're rivaling Premiership-wise. He's definitely leaving. Who are we rivaling? Newcastle, who will pay him virtually whatever he wants. If we've bid the 80 million that I've heard that we've bid, then there's an issue because he's still not coming. He said he's not coming. So what is it again? Are we then going to be spending more money to get these players in? And then when we need to renew their contract, they're then looking at 350 grand again. We need to try and be sensible with what we're doing. You know, we can't just force the players to come. But at the same time, sell him the project. Sell him the club. Sell him the project. If that's the case, sell him the project. Don't go 80 million because then you're paying him. My issue with that is if you go 80, I'm sure he would go to Newcastle for 60, which means that we're getting bumped again. And Newcastle are the ones with the money. You know, they're still going to be pulling down our pants. So if we don't get him, and he goes to another Premiership club, that will piss me off. That will really piss me off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you know what? Actually, here, I mean, what I'm saying here, it's saying I prefer Richarlison after looking at Nunez stats. But let me just say this: I'm most definitely all for Richarlison. If the money's right, I'm definitely for Richarlison because the way he plays. I said it weeks ago, Mr. B. Remember on the stream, and I said I like his tenacity, I like his aggression, I like the way he puts himself about. And for me, I think, you know, especially because look, we've got to remember here that, you know, it's Ten Hag's first season. He's got to bring players in at a budget that are going to do a job for him, a specific type of job. And Richarlison, for me, I think he could do that job for us, even if it's just for a couple of seasons, and then moving on, because you don't go out and just buy all this, that, and the other. You're spending loads of money, and then it all starts to just cave in on you. It's just that he's not going to make those mistakes. Definitely not. So, choice players like Darwin Nunez, again, if like we just said that earlier, Mr. B, so you hit the nail on the head, bro. We was talking about when it came to it's going to come down to the old Spondoolies, you know what I mean? But again, we've just got rid of Matt Judge for doing that. So we ain't going to fall into that trap. So if the conversations do end up around money, he's going to be offered a certain amount. If he says, no, I'm not interested, then au revoir. Right, let's get somebody else who is going to be interested, on our terms, not on theirs. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I agree with back time, definitely. Okay, so let's go back to our favourite. Mr. B loves this as well. Mr. B's not put his penny in the hat yet. Spot the ball, Mr. B. Which one is it, bro?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna move closer to the sky. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What I was doing.
Mr. B, come on, which one is it, bro?
Fucking hell.
We've had some people already in the chat.
Who's this standing up there? And who's the player next to the number 4?
You got to work that out, bro. Work it out.
I can't. Because if it's Fred and he's looking that way, then I know the ball's completely the other side. All right.
That's a fact, that was.
So
I know it's number 3.
You've got one guess, Mr. B.
Number 3.
Okay,
number 3.
Okay, right. Remember that, folks. Number 3. There we go. Brush is in the building also. Big up Brush. Ajmal. Yes, that's it. Let me just get back down to the bottom of the comments because, Gooner, we've got a Gooner in the building. Evening, gents. Gooner Gumsa in the building all the way over from the Armory TV. I know he's here to give us bits. I know you're here to give us bits, Gumsa, but
he can't give bits. Gumsa can't give bits.
They're next season and they're in the Europa League just with us.
Yeah, I'm just still going to finish above us, aren't they?
Yeah, oh no, it's horrible.
Yeah, but you know what? Look. They finish above us. As long as they don't get Champions League, it's going to break a lot of their hearts because they stayed in that position for so long. We're going to be in the same tournament next season. Pray God we beat Crystal Palace. And then the banter can start for next season with their perfect manager, Arteta, versus our Ten Hag, and then we'll see where we go. But sorry, that was just hoping that comes. Sorry.
Yeah, I tell you, I think there was a good move that by Arsenal to actually giving. They should sign Arteta for give him a 20-year contract. I think because the way no, Matt? Let me just remind Matt. Matt, what did I say on your stream about 5-6 weeks ago? Why Arsenal wouldn't get top 4? If you can remember.
You say it's because of Arteta, right?
No, not just Arteta. Arteta was part of it, but
remind me
because of the discipline. Remember? Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what has cost Arsenal mostly as well, is the discipline. And you can just see it, and that's also down to Arteta not being able to, he can't hold on to his players and keep them, disciplined on the field. And that is a major problem if you cannot control your players like that. Exactly, yeah, Petty. That's it.
That shows how bad we've been then if they've beaten us this season, right?
Well, look. How bad have we been? The worst season we've had in Premiership history. So you look at right. So Arsenal with their superstar kids and one game a week have only finished one game above us. So let's be honest. I know we're not digging. I don't know why we're digging out Arsenal here, but you've got me going now. So come next season when they've got 2 games a week and they've only able to buy 3 players, not of the standard that they hoped they would have bought, then they're going to struggle. And then it'll be back to the same old Arsenal finishing back in 8th and 9th. So, they can have their fun. They can have their joy. They can have their festivities and that. But, the real work starts next season. We've given them a blind this season. Sorry, drifting off, waffling. Sorry.
It's all good, bro. Okay, look. Yeah. Let me just put this. So Solo, hold the phone. Solo's going for number 4. Where's number 4? Okay, so Solo's going for number 4. Have we got anyone else? Listen, folks, this is Spot the Ball. Type in the chat which one you think is the ball. Which number do you think the ball is at?
Actually, do you know what? I think I've changed my mind.
Oh, no way, Mr. B. You can't change your mind, bro.
That'll
cost you £5.
But he told me that it was Pogba. I can't see that's Pogba. So he's looking in the right direction. I've got to change. Sorry, it's number 2.
Okay.
Is that Tony in the middle? I think that's Tony, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Rashford there as well, I think, on the left, right?
And is that Maguire as well? I can work out, I think.
That's Maguire there, yeah, and that might be.
What is he doing all the way up there? Talk. You Photoshop this, bro. Maguire's never going to be up there. You Photoshop this.
He heard we haven't got a striker, so he just decided to go and have a dig, you know.
Mr. B, the only thing I photoshopped is the ball. I photoshopped the ball.
Yeah, but why would Maguire be there?
Mr. B, how many times on the watch along have we said that? And we're going, what's he doing? Why is he even up there? And not just him. We find players all over the shop last season, didn't we? And I know, rotation, blah, blah, but come on. You know what I mean? There is a limit. You know what I mean? Cristiano Ronaldo at right back. Like, get a grip, man. Anyway.
Fred playing centre forward. You're like, Fred, where you going? What you doing?
Fred's standing up.
He's trying to spot the ball, Mr. B. That's why he's up there so
yeah.
He thinks it's number 2.
Fred standing over the ball at free kicks is always the one that amuses us the most. So there you go, folks. That's that. Okay, right. Let's move on quickly now to our other topic, which is obviously the news is Brandon Williams may well be on his way. Now, obviously, these are the stats. His appearances for the club. He's got 1 goal, 50 appearances now, and we know he's on loan at Norwich. Market value is 9 million. Is Norwich stats? Let's have a look at the distribution. Passes 934 total, 1 assist, 4 through balls, 3 crosses, 20 key passes, 85 successful long passes. That's in a distribution. In the attack, everything's on 0. And that tells you the story right there. Do you know what I mean? That's why obviously these conversations will be happening around him. And we know that in his defensive capabilities, 55 successful tackles, 55, 206 duels, 45 clearances, 6 blocks, 44 interceptions, 158 recoveries, aerial duels, 131. So, you know, on a defensive point of view, not bad at all, is it? You know what I mean? But it's that attack. You know. And I know he's playing at Norwich and everything else and blah blah blah. But even when he was at United, I think there was a question marks around that part of his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So the question is, does he get sold or does he go on loan? What do you think, Mr. B?
Sell. I'm sorry. I'm all for making the club money right now. I'll be honest. I want to be ruthless, man. I want these players out. If he doesn't have a chance at our club, then go. I'm sorry. We've got Fernandez. What's the young guy who's been killing our under 20?
Alvaro Fernandez.
That's the guy. So let's be honest. Brandon Williams is a right-footed left back. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right-footed left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, let him go. Yeah, either side. It's the wrong foot for the side that he prefers to play on. So let him go. 9 million. I would hope not. I would like to think that anybody that our club is selling, we're going to get a minimum of 15 million for. I'm not talking about Jones and Bailly. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about Brandon Williams here. I would like to think that we would be able to get 15 million for him, not 9 million. That's a joke. But yeah, get rid of him. Sorry.
Matt?
Yeah, I think it's time. Like you said, like he's not very good attacking, and if we're having Ten Hag in, he's going to want to be attacking. He's going to want to be pressing forward, and it's just not going to work out. I don't think. You know, he's had 50 appearances for the club. He scored a goal. Norwich haven't really been banging on about him too much either, to be fair, and I'm not even sure that they've even asked to put in a bid to keep him a part of Norwich's team next season in the Championship. So I just think, like, good luck. Like, I think he'll probably maybe get into another Premier League club or go into the Championship. I think that's it. Yeah, we need players that Ten Hag's gonna want to have in the club, and he's clearly not too keen. So, yeah, sorry, Brandon. Thank you so much, bro, but not anymore.
And Petty, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, well, can you still hear me? Because literally my earphones have just died. So can you hear me? Buzzing. Yeah. So for me personally, with Brandon Williams, listen, I love him. He's one of our own. He's come through the youth system and all that. You know how it goes. But I agree with everything the lads have said. Like, it's just, I have said this for a while, and I got some funny comments. It's just not good enough. He's not. Like, if we're just gonna say it as clear as day, for me, Brandon Williams is not good enough. Every time I've seen him play for United, he's more interested in going up face to face with someone and trying to have a fight with him. It's like, Brandon, I know your cousin's a boxer, mate, but just chill out. Like, literally, like, I just tell him. Viewers have said, I try and get about 11, 12 mil for him, put it into the pot along with Dean Henderson.
See, the thing for me is this again. Now we have to remember it that the club is changing. The club has changed, right? And all the new people that are coming in. I would hope that the people who are now coming in control of all these decisions will look at Brandon Williams and go, okay, listen, we don't need. Why do we need to sell Brandon Williams for such a small figure? We don't need to sell him. But it's down to the club to now take him out of this debacle that is Norwich City and find him a club, maybe a newly promoted club that comes up, right, from the Championship, or one of the other clubs down in the middle of the table. That preferably can actually give him the opportunity to play the type of game that he's going to be required to play at United, and give him an opportunity to go and learn and play that sort of type of football. I know it's not going to be exactly the same, but in a roundabout way, you can learn certain aspects of his game and improve on it. Now, it makes much more sense in terms of value for us to take a risk in finding him the right place to go to, right? Giving him another season, or maybe even 2. He's only 21. And then we could actually be then looking at, a much more expensive and desirable player. And if it's not for us, because by that time we're well and truly, dug in with reinforcements for each position, we could still increase the value of him. And this is again why, as a club, we've been failing massively. We don't want to do, we don't do a Paul Pogba again, do we? At the end of the day. And I think with Brandon, I think when he first turned up on the scene, I was watching him and I'd be like, yeah, man, this kid excites me. Yeah, excites me. This kid, he was, full of verve and tenacity and wanting to get in players and all the rest of it. Yeah.
Rough and ready.
So, sorry, what say?
He's rough and ready, when he first comes.
Exactly.
Like, come at me, like, whoa, who's this?
Yeah. And, that's
I believe
that's a big plus for me. So I don't think we should just be sort of from a club point of view, just be getting rid of him and just saying, no, that's it, bam. I think we can be a lot cleverer about it and give this kid an opportunity at other clubs. And what is his wages going to be? We're not going to be, we can split his wages with another club. He's not going to be on mega bucks, is it? You know what I mean?
But maybe he wants a first team place though. Talk. Maybe he said like, I want to come back and I want to be picked, and they've gone, look, sorry, it ain't going to happen. You have to go on loan again. And he goes, well, look, maybe I should just probably leave right now. I mean, maybe there's like some talent in the youth, mate, at the moment where we're thinking, all right, if we get in a player and we've got this decent player coming out of our academy who's like maybe 17 or whatever, then maybe they're looking at it like that, mate. Maybe he's seen the academy players and gone, actually, we should get rid of some of these players that we've got on loan because we don't really want them anymore. And it will free up some money, like you said, get 12, 13 million. And in happy days, we can spend that on some decent players for next season, this summer, maybe.
Well, but again, you know what? Listen, I know a player who left United, who was told by Jose Mourinho that he was part of the plans, but he wasn't guaranteed any playing time. I can't guarantee you playing time, is what he was told, but you are part of the plans. Then that player made a decision to leave. Now, but regrets it massively. So, again, ask the question, why? It's about, again, communication. It's about discussing things correctly with these players at the club level, right? This is what I'm saying. Now things are changing at the club. We need to have these conversations with Brandon. We can't just leave him on his own to try and come up with this own decision. And he's only 21. I mean, he's 21 years old. Yeah, he's full of desire to do well and be great. Of course he is. What player isn't when you're at that age? But you've got to handle them correctly and guide them correctly and communicate with them, correctly. So for me, again, I would hope the club advise him in the correct way, treat him in the correct way, and if he's got a total desire and he's thought about it long and hard with his family and his agent and everything, blah blah blah, and he definitely wants to go and all the rest of it, then obviously there's not much we can do about it. But if he's in that mind where he's on
65 grand a week.
It's quite a lot.
Okay, then. Well, of course it is. Yeah, it's a lot of dosh. But so if he's not, and he's like, he just doesn't know what to do, then this is, like I said, where as a club we've got to get in there and do the right thing by him, and then work it out so that he has a decent career at another club in terms of being on loan. And like I say, we could see a player develop, and then have a player to bring back into the fold or sell on at a later date for a lot more than what this market value is saying right now, which may be 9, 10, 11, whatever million quid. You know what I mean? It's not really a lot in terms of today's value, really, is it, in the market? But Mr. B, did you have anything else to add? Did you see Ralph's presser or so today?
I just saw. What about the press conference? What did he say in the press conference? Just that the fact that Sancho didn't play, probably won't be playing. Shaw probably won't be playing. I mean, I need to catch up on Solo's team. Can somebody tell me what he put in?
Got rid of it. Hold on, wait a minute. I might be able to show you. Wait a sec.
Because we always tend to disagree.
I'm trying to remember.
I'll show it you now, Mr. B. 1 sec. I'm just adding it, folks. So here we go. You get the pleasure of looking at Solo's team once more. There you go, Mr. B. Feast your eyes upon that.
See what he's done. Oh, he's got Rashford in.
Yes.
Oh, you beauty.
Yes.
All right, nothing. I'm Solo. I love you, man. I like this. I like this.
There you go.
I like that
Happy
one.
days.
I like that one.
Right. Listen, it's getting towards the end of the show now. But before we get towards wrapping it up, it flies so quickly on the Friday Night Takeaway, Petty, let me tell you. I'm just going to show you this once more. To spot the ball. Get your numbers in right now, and I'm going to go through the chat and I'm going to highlight anyone who's actually got the right number. Right, okay. So let me just have a look. But I'm not going to do... all right, no, sorry. I'm highlighting the ones who put the guesses in. That's right. Sorry. Otherwise, I'd just give it away to everybody else. They were all waiting me to do that, so they could all go, "Oh well, I think I'm going to change my mind now." Actually, so come on, folks, get your guesses in, right? So we've got a few there that are highlighted. So from here, I'm going to go down from these highlighted ones here. It's hard to keep up with it all. It really is. So right, you've got about 2 seconds to get your numbers in, folks, and then I'm going to reveal once I've gone through who's got what. So let me just go and ask you once more again. Petty, you said?
I said number 3.
Matt, you said?
I said number 2.
And Mr. B said? You muted, Mr. B.
See, I know you're like talk. I'm going number 5.
Okay. That's
I know you're like.
Change your mind. Okay.
Yeah, no. I've
right.
had every night, man. I've had every night.
All right. Here we go then. Okay, so that's that. We know what people are saying. Okay, so now I'm going to go through what people are saying. So, right. So, Salo Gamer. Oh, no, actually, I won't show it because it hides Mr. B. Salo Gamer says number 2.
Cover my face.
Bill Baggio says number 3. Solo says number 4. Let's have a look anymore. Vincent Bullock says 3. Let's have a get down to the other ones. 1 second. Oh, Matthew Bassett's 3. Steve Fletcher 3. Richard Herbert is number 4. Solo number 4. Yeah. Blah blah. Anthony Herbert is number 2. And Ewan. Big up to Ewan in the chat. Yo, welcome. Not seen you before, bro, but big up to you.
You know what? But it's number 1. Sorry, I've got to change again. It's number 1.
Oh, Mr. B, man,
sorry,
killing
it's
me
number
here,
1. Sorry, it's number 1. So I won't change again. Talk. I know we're not allowed. I'm sorry. Number 1. Number 1.
All right then, bro. All right. Yeah. So Ewan saying number 3. Yeah. Solo the boss man just welcoming you into the stream. Right. Well then, folks. I suppose I better reveal which number it is, haven't I? Now then, how many people have got it right? So there's 1, 2. There's only 2 people that have got it right, folks.
Oh no!
Oh shit! It's 4
Two
or 5.
people have got it right.
Look at this. I knew it. I should have. I knew it.
And the number is where the ball actually is actually number 4. It's number 4, folks. Yes, it's number 4.
It's just this.
I knew it.
Go on, Mr. B.
He's choking. It's so crazy. Look at the players where they're looking. Bloody hell!
I know.
I knew
it.
Matt, why do you think I did it like that, bro? Because I knew
of course you did. I know. But I'm just so amazed by this picture. Like you just couldn't paint it.
Sorry, can I just say something? Until you put the one up with the ball in, what you've said is bullshit. I want to see it.
All right.
I want to see it.
Oh, all this. Right, let me do it. Wait. Just give me 1 second, folks. Just give me 1 second.
Watch. Well, the ball's going to be pink, right? So you know he's added it to wherever he wanted to put it on now, isn't it?
No. 1 second, because I've not uploaded it, Mr. B, and say it. So just give me 1 second.
See, this is the point. It's a fix. It's a fix.
It's not.
How is it number 4? I'm sorry. How can it be number 4?
Martial's mind must have been in Seville at the time. Where is he looking?
But they're all looking the wrong way.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Maguire's played a no-look pass. Is that what you're going to tell me next, yeah?
No, you know what? I've not got the actual... Hold on a minute. Let me just find where I put it.
You dodgy bastard.
I'm not. I swear to you, Mr. B. It's right. It's right. I didn't... No, because it was a screen. Oh, hold on a minute. It's a screenshot. So hopefully the screenshot. Let me do that. Let me just check if it's still on the screenshot. Yes, it is. Okay, Mr. B. You think it's a fix? Right. I'm going to show you right now. Let me just show you 1 second. I just need to just tidy this up a little bit before I export it. 1 sec. It's going to be a bit scruffy, but it doesn't matter.
Was it Solo who got it right? Richard
Solo got it right, yeah.
Solo, I tell you what, we'll give you a Man United agenda hoodie. How's that? Oh, you've got 2 already.
Get a shout out.
Right. Hold on, let me just remove that one and then add the original one. Where are we at?
I think he's editing the ball in.
Thank you. Photoshop.
No.
Watch it.
Hopefully this is the right one.
I ain't flagging,
bro.
Hopefully it's the right one. Look
it's
now.
Be a picture of 6 nations coming up, you know, Wales versus Sweden or something.
Right, it's taking its time to process. Come on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's the World
Cup. If you're in the chat and you're not new, you know what to do. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. And while we're here, we'll probably be here tomorrow now. Talk here. Come on.
It's just still processing, bro.
Oh, right. How does that work? Still processing. Oh, right. So your Pornhub downloads really quick. There's no spirals. You know, your football does. And now look, all of a sudden, see?
Try it again.
I see Maguire.
Can we delete this? Can we delete this last message here from Solo, please, so that nobody sees it?
No, we can't. We got to show it. Hey, Mr. B, are you doing your forfeit? That is right, Solo.
You say that.
Good question.
Oh, look, nobody decided what it was. So at the moment,
Conference League watch-alongs.
There you go, Mr. B.
Perfect.
There you go.
It's a good drawing of that, to be fair.
It is.
Ain't no drawing, bro. That is it. That's the ball. And you know what?
That's a tennis ball. What you on about?
No,
I cannot work out who passed the ball. Talk. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Show the video. We want to see video footage now. This is like Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Come on, bring it on. Where's the evidence?
Rashford's passed the ball, and that is Bruno Fernandes running on. Who's going to run onto it?
Right.
So it's going across. So they're looking at Bruno Fernandes because the ball's going that fast. You can see it's blurred, even at a freeze frame. So it's going that fast.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was your Tipex pen that slipped. It's actually a blur because of the pace of the ball, yeah?
Mr. B's not having any of it, man. No, Mr. B, honestly, I won't do that, bro. It's genuine. Honestly, it's genuine,
right.
bro.
You've
ain't coming up
explained
there
it.
with no dodgy guts, fool.
You've explained it. You've explained it. Okay, and it could be right.
It could be right, bro. Because you see, that's where it is. That's where it is. And then when I go to mine, I've just photoshopped it out. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? Bam.
Okay.
So there you go, folks. That was good though. So well done to Solo and was it Richard Herbert who got it?
Yeah.
I think Richard Herbert got it as well, didn't he? So yeah, big up to you two for getting that. But you know what? I'm going to be coming with something a little bit different next week. Something that it's not going to be spot the ball and blah blah blah. It's going to be one or two other things which I will mention backstage. I'm not going to tell you now. I'm not giving you the heads up, folks. But it's going to be good. You're going to like it. Yeah, but hey, listen. Again, just want to say thank you to our guests this evening, Matt and Petty. Let me just find out where we can find our friends here. So, Matt, first of all, bro, where can we find you?
Big up to everybody. Thank you so much for having me on again on the Man United Agenda. Please do hit subscribe, share, and like for this brilliant channel. My favourite, of course, and I know it is yours too. And people in the comments, thank you so much for giving us all your feedback. You can find me at Football United TV on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Go check us out. Me and Marley own the channel together. He's from Brazil, Rio, so we like to talk as much world football as possible. So, yeah, thank you so much for having us on, guys, and happy Friday, everybody. Woo!
No worries, be up, bro. Listen, I will definitely highly recommend going over and checking out Football United TV. There's everything: European football, world football, South American football. There's loads of really interesting stuff. And the feature show will give you so much information in terms of, South American players who are coming through at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. And also, let's not forget, Petsy, big up to you, bro. Let everybody know where they can find you.
And thanks, same as what Matt said. Big up, thank you for having me on. Great channel, so go and subscribe and give it a like and everything. I'm on TikTok, Petty Talks United 97. Obviously, I just do daily videos and stuff, talking about United, talking about how we are at the moment in time. And I've also got a YouTube channel. I've not dropped a video on there yet. I'm still trying to learn how to do things. I'm still a newbie. So, Petty Talks United on both TikTok and YouTube. But big up to you guys and everyone in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, thank you both for coming on and being on the channel again. Having you on. Mr. B. Can we have a Oh no, Bill! No, we can't do that,
bro. Is that Ali G? I think that happens in Ali G.
No, it wasn't,
in the house. I think so.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Take your mind to that film. Go back.
Oh, that's really, really spicing things up. I know what came to mind. Mine, it was. I was thinking of Peter Kay, Phoenix Knights. The ping pong balls, Oh my days! Don't get me started on that. That was class. Absolutely. Jerry, stop it, Jerry. Where are they coming from, Jerry? Barnsley chop. On a Barnsley chop. Anyway, listen, folks. It's come to that stage now. And me and Mr. B, Petsy, and Matt, I've got to say, night. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining and supporting us again. Like Mr. B says, you don't have to be here on a Friday night, but you choose to come and support us and get involved with what we're doing. So much appreciated. You're all legends. You really are. And again, big up to the guys who became members of the channel again tonight on the previous show. We had, I think it was 2 upgrades and a brand new member, or 2 brand new members and an upgrade, something like that. But either way, it's absolutely much appreciated by us all here at the Man United Agenda. Unless anybody else has got anything else to say, it's time for us to say au revoir and good evening. Okay. Ciao.
Good night.
Hold on. What's he doing? It's not, what's it doing? It's not switching off. Mr. B, help.